Hi, Guilty here. Before I really get into this script, I wanted to give an acknowledgement to Karen ASMR. That's KHARON ASMR, whose script of a very similar nature heavily inspired this one, and I hope you enjoy. Please check out his channel. He's phenomenal. Well. You actually showed up to your engagement celebration. Color me shocked. Of course. I would have bet good money you'd skip town the moment you heard the word wedding. Well, let me guess. Dragged here by royal decree? Or did your mother threaten to disown you again? Who am... Don't tell me you don't recognize me. Really? After everything we've... Not even a flicker of recognition? Well, I know I clean up well, but I didn't think I was that forgettable. But you were always better at noticing horses than people. You're really trying to figure it out, aren't you? That little crease in your brow is adorable. No hints yet. I think I'll savor this moment. Well, it's been, 3 years since the lake incident? You know, the one where you claimed your attire was too delicate for swimming, and then, of course, blamed me when I threw you in. Oh, don't pout. I was doing you a favor. That tunic was hideous. Still, I suppose I should thank you. Yes, thank you. You were the only one brave enough to tell me that I would make a terrible wife. Something about being too headstrong, too loud, too comically dangerous with a butter knife. Ring a bell yet? No. You're still drawing a blank. Well, you'll figure it out soon enough. Anyway, today's the day you meet your blushing bride. How does it feel? The feeling of walking into an arranged marriage with a complete stranger, of course. It must be nerve-wracking. You poor thing. Want me to hold your hand? All right, no need to take offense. You just looked so tense, I couldn't help but offer. Why are you so tense anyway? I mean, you've done this before, haven't you? You smile, shake hands, charm the crown jewels off the Duke. Surely meeting your fiancé can't be as bad as all that. Unless you think she's going to be dull. Is that it? Are you just dreading the thought of being married to some simpering, soft-spoken lady who blushes if you so much as breathe in her direction? That's exactly what you thought, isn't it? Oh, poor thing. Oh, but what if she's mean? Now that would be tragic. Imagine a bride with teeth. Imagine if she actually knew how to argue back. What would you do with a lady like that? Same thing you do with me. No, that is a wonderful point, actually. You have met women like that before. Women who pushed you into fountains, stole your sword during training, beat you at chess in front of your father's entire council. Yes, I suppose you do have experience with ladies who maybe accidentally set fire to your cloak at the midsummer banquet. That last one was your fault, by the way. You said I wouldn't dare. We were such brats, weren't we? Tell me, princeling, do you ever think about those days? No. Not even once? Liar. Well then, tell me, what do you actually know about this princess you're supposed to marry? What have they told you? So she's proper, poised, and good for the alliance. Wow. She sounds enthralling. Ugh. Do they always describe royal women like livestock, or was that a special consideration for this match? No, that's not your fault, I suppose, but regardless, do you at least think she's beautiful? You've never seen her? Interesting. And yet here you are, all dressed up for a woman you've never met. How very brave of you. So you've agreed to marry this royal princess that you've never seen, never spoken to, and all you know is she's proper and poised. Well, that could mean that she's docile, quiet, elegant, the kind of girl who'd curtsy every time you coughed. But what if it instead means that she's sharp-tongued, quick-witted? Maybe she's impossible to intimidate. Maybe she has opinions, or scars, or one of those laughs that makes the nobility uncomfortable. I heard there's a princess like that in the royal palace. Do you know which one you're getting? Well then, it sounds like your engagement meeting is going to be a delightful surprise either way. Oh, I've heard things around the palace about the various princesses. I've met all of them, including your bride. I do. We're close. Best kept secret in court, really. Well, I suppose I can part with a few pieces of insight for you, just to calm your nerves, of course. Let's see. Well, she swears like a mercenary. She drinks like a dockhand. And she once beat 3 generals at cards in a single evening. Oh, but don't worry. She's also beautiful, naturally, in that terrifying, regal sort of way. You know the type. That kind of beauty that you hate noticing. The kind that distracts you and all the other noblemen while you're mid-sparring. And then, of course, she laughs at you when you trip over your own ego. Sound familiar yet? No? Well, you're either a much better liar than I thought you were, or you're far more oblivious than I thought you were. At least she likes you. You know. Well, she noticed you. is probably more accurate. Oh yes, all of your little dramatic events, well, they worked. You drove her insane. You still do, I think. She talks about you all the time. So, I hope, for your sake, that you like your princesses fiery. That's the signal. It's time. I'll walk you to her chambers. Of course, I know the way. You can trust me. She's my friend. The last thing I would want to do is ruin her engagement night. Perfect. This way. Suddenly, you're all quiet. Don't tell me you're nervous. Well, I suppose that's fair. Well, I'll do the talking then. You just quell those butterflies in your stomach. Well, we're now in the west wing of the princess's palace herself. Her sisters do have other palaces, as well as the king's palace and the queen's. Of course, they have separate palaces. They're connected by a secret tunnel, as they are wont to do, but don't you think you'll want your own space separate from your future wife? No? Well, isn't that romantic? Well, as you can see, Her Highness has decorated all of these beautiful windows with drapes made of imported silk from the Southern Isles. They were gifted to her by the second prince from down there, half of them, and then she loved the color so much she ordered the other half herself. Quite the expenditure, but, well, with her connections, it was a very nice discount, and all the excess she did end up gifting toward... You don't care about this. Moving on. Let's see. Through those doors is a balcony with a view of the entire valley. Her Highness likes to rest out there at night, watching the stars and the lights of the various villages. And over here, she is renovating for his and hers baths, though I suppose you won't be wanting those either, given how amicable you intend for your relationship to be. Oh, did that get your heart racing? Are you wondering what she looks like yet? Or what her voice sounds like when she says your name? What she'll say when she sees you? Well, I suppose you'll find out soon enough. Here we are. After you, my lord. All the way in. And sit. Good. All right, and here, for you. Yes, it's a blindfold. Your bride wishes to surprise you. She's a bit dramatic like that. You'll get used to it. Hold still. I'll put it on for you. There we go. Nice and snug. No peeking. Not that it would help you. I have this feeling you wouldn't recognize her even if she was standing right in front of you. All right. Oh, and last but not least, hold this. Careful. It has thorns. Yes, it's a rose. No, I will not explain. Just keep holding it. It adds to your charm. All right. Nervous? You should be. All right. Don't move. Don't speak. She'll be in here any moment. Good luck, little prince. You're going to need it. There you are, sitting like such a good little prince, rose in hand, heart in your throat. You look ridiculous. But I suppose I should be kind. It's your engagement celebration today, after all. Do I? And just who do I sound like? Well, if you don't have a better guess, then I think you've waited long enough. Would you like to see your bride? All right, then. Let's not keep you in the dark any longer. There. Open your eyes, sweetheart. Surprise. That's right. It's me, your charming tour guide, your blindfold consultant, your childhood swimming instructor. I am your bride. Didn't see that coming, did you? Oh, your face. Oh, it's absolutely priceless. I mean, you should have known. I practically gift-wrapped the clues for you. But no, you were too focused on your mysterious future wife. You couldn't even consider that it might be someone you already knew. Much less someone who already knows how to make you miserable. And honestly, I'm insulted. I've been teasing you since we were children, and you flirted so poorly, I thought it was a cry for help. And yet when it came down to it, you didn't even think I could be your mysterious bride. Not for 1 minute. Oh, now you're quiet. Why? Shocked? Disappointed? No. Actually, I think there's a part of you that's relieved. Of course you should be relieved. Think about it. You don't have to impress me. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to worry that your new bride will bore you to death with etiquette and embroidery. No, darling. You're marrying me. So, what do you think? Oh, I love that face. The face of a man who just got completely outplayed. And actually, I'm disappointed myself. Disappointed in myself for not thinking of this earlier. It's perfect, after all. Neither of our parents had any complaints when I suggested it. They were delighted. In fact, they didn't think it was surprising at all. They thought you would be on board already, given how obviously obsessed with me you are. Please. I've been on to you since the moment you wrote that anonymous love letter. And now, here we are. You blushing with that blindfold on the floor, and me, your bride. Can't write this one off as a prank, can you? Oh, I know you thought you were being clever. You thought you were hiding your identity so well in those letters while also showing up to every event I attended, whether you were invited or not. You forget how long I've known you. I know you better than anyone else ever tried to. Better than your tutors, better than your guards, and far better than any of those silk-swathed noble girls you would drag as your date to the banquets in an attempt to make me jealous. I know you better than you want me to. So, tell me, why didn't you say anything sooner? You wanted to impress me before you said... Gods, you're an idiot. You could have just asked, you know. Could have sent a letter that wasn't hidden behind 17 layers of court nonsense and from a friend. But no, you turned it into a production. And why? Did you think I wouldn't say yes if I knew it was from you? Well, that's where you're wrong. Yes, you underestimated me again. You thought I wouldn't recognize the handwriting in those letters, or the way you phrase your arguments, or that very specific way you dance around a topic when you're trying to flirt. You've been writing to me since we were 16, even when I didn't write back, even when I pretended not to have gotten any letters at all. But I always knew it was you. And I read every single one. I kept them. Surprised? You shouldn't be. You've been making me laugh since we were children, infuriating me, challenging me, driving me completely insane. And I was missing that. After I was fully out in society and not allowed to just have fun with you anymore, I missed it. More than I would have ever admitted out loud, so when my parents told me it was time and I had to choose a future, when they asked if I had someone in mind, when your parents replied to the letter asking if the agreement was acceptable, I said yes. Because for all your arrogance and your games, you're the only one who's ever seen me. Not the crown, not the duty. Me. So, let's stop pretending this is a disaster. You wanted a bride who could keep up with you. I wanted a prince who wouldn't bore me to death. And now, here we are. So all that remains is the answer to this question. Do you still want to marry me, princeling? It looks like you're still holding a rose. So that's not a no. You look like a painting. But you're not going to kiss me, are you? Figures. You've been in love with me for years, and you still can't follow through. That's fine. I'll do it for the both of us. Everything you dreamed of? Oh, you're not sure. Maybe we should try again. There. That wasn't so hard, was it? so deliciously red. I think I could get used to that. I've been waiting for so long to catch you off guard. And it was worth every second. You know you didn't have to do all that. The letters, the secrecy. You could have just walked up to me and said, "Your Highness, do you remember that time you pushed me into a lake at age 10? Want to get married now?" It would have saved you a lot of stress and saved me a lot of planning too. But though I suppose I could understand. You didn't think I'd say yes, and you couldn't stand the thought of me saying no. But I wouldn't have said no. I mean, not to you. No, you always made me feel like myself. Not a pawn, not a prize, just a person. A person who could fight back and laugh too loud and throw things. You put up with so much from me, the cake, the lake, the fork incident, and you still sent me those letters. And somewhere between your awful jokes and your ridiculous metaphors, I started looking forward to them. And I started really wanting you. So, do you think this is a mistake? Me neither.